right, Bob, tell us what it is.
Hey, I'm Bob Calkin with Cannabis. I started back in 2008 teaching people at Oaksterdam University how to start their own medical marijuana delivery service, and I wrote a book called Starting Your Own Medical Marijuana Delivery Service, and that's a DVD that also teaches people how to do their own collective, how to start their own nonprofit, and how to be able to be financially independent on their own. So in class, I noticed that everybody that was there wanted to learn, how do I start my own medical marijuana business or work for somebody else and do it legally and do it according to the rules, pay taxes, and do everything right. So I started this school called Cannabis Career Institute, where we teach people exactly step by step, how do you fill out the papers and how do you fill out the forms and what do you do first, and we make you a checklist, create an action team, and provide you with a support network of people that will help you to get your medical marijuana business off the ground. So we're actively involved in helping people to create their own business, and we're there for them when they're having problems and tell them how to solve their problems. So everybody's on the same page and we're not stumbling all over each other, making fools of each other when we're trying to start our businesses. We're trying to create a unified vision for the industry. So with that in mind, everybody is trying to get trained and be qualified to be in the industry. Then they need to find a job. So where do they turn to? Well, we started Cannabis so that people could figure out, how do you become qualified, how do you become educated, and how do you start your own business, and if you can't afford to start your own business, how do you work for somebody else? And maybe there's people out there that don't want to be involved in the actual selling or handling of the medical marijuana, so they might want to be involved in the peripheral service industries, like being an accountant or being an attorney, being a real estate agent, being a trimmer, being a delivery driver or a dispatcher for a delivery service, something that's associated with the industry but not actually in the industry. So you could sell hemp clothing, you could be an administrative assistant, you could be a nurse, you could be a caregiver. You don't have to actually be selling or growing marijuana. So that's another misconception that people have about the industry, is you have to sell it or grow it or handle it in some way. But that 90% of the jobs are servicing the people who are doing that. So people should realize that this is a lot more than just people who are selling marijuana. It's the people who are marketing the marijuana business, the people who are protecting the marijuana business, the security companies, the attorneys, the accountants, every single person that's helping them to do it legally, who are legitimate, law-abiding citizens. They need business too, and they need help, especially if they're small businesses also. So that's what we're promoting. We're worried about this decision that the federal government is making a crackdown on dispensaries. And I think most of them, the federal government that is concerned about are the people who are doing it illegally. They're not paying their taxes. Maybe they're also selling hard drugs or selling it to kids or people who are not actually patients, or selling more than they're supposed to. So there are a lot of concerns in that area. We are focusing on the people who want to do it legally, legitimately, and actually pay their taxes and be compliant in every way. So I think it's a little bit different of an approach. We hope that the federal government isn't going to focus on just everyone that's involved in the industry. We hope that they're going to differentiate that. But I'm sure there's going to be a couple people caught in the crossfire and as a result of people not doing it legally. Thank you.